Hey guys, it's July the 19th. It's right about 8 o'clock. I just got 2 months of grass. I wanted to give you an update on this tractor. I got the water pump in, and I actually put it on, 3 days ago? No, Saturday. I'm sorry. It was Monday. Yeah, it was just 2 days. The second day. But anyway, I got the water pump on. I'm losing time here. I'm so tired and so hot. But I got the water pump on and got everything hooked up, got it running. And it's just been sitting there. I haven't put the hood or fenders on. That's all one part. And honestly, I can pick that thing up and set it up on there and bolt it down. I've just been lazy and haven't wanted to do it. And I haven't used the tractor really since then. But I'm so impatient that I want to get the electric ran up to the cabin, so I can go ahead and start getting all that hooked up and get the installation in there and move in part of it anyway. But what I've been doing is, as you guys know, I started off using a plow, and our neighbor was pulling me with the plow, so it took 2 of us. But this way, it only takes. I got to thinking one day when I was drilling footers for the cabin up there, that I could dig all the holes and dig it all the way up to the cabin side by side, and it would just leave little strips of dirt like in between the holes here. It's hard to see because some of the dirt fell back in this one, and then just go along with a post hole digger and shovel and just clean it all out. And I'm deeper than 2 feet to run the power line and the water line that feeds the eventually workshop down here, because I'm running all this at the same time. And as you guys can see, I dug quite a few holes, and you can see the walls, like here, and it's real easy to clean out. The post hole digger, you just pull the dirt up out of there and just throw it over to the side, and that way I can put my water line, which is the tan one there. It's a CPVC, and you can actually see the 2-aught cable there. It's underground cable for the electrical line that I'm running underground. I want everything underground because they had terrible ice storms around here. I didn't want anything running overhead, and it's just easier. That's such a long run to the power pole. And as you guys can see, what I've already done, I just need to fill in that part back there. Finish filling it in. But once I get all this buried and everything, then I can hook my power box up and everything up there in the cabin. Now, I was out here. I went in for a little while and it kind of cooled off because it was pretty hot. And I was sitting in there and I got all cooled off. And I knew this has been needing it for quite a while out here. It's been needing mowing around the chicken pens and stuff. So I decided I'm going to come out here and mow. I was out here for 45 minutes, and I've been out there here in this heat all day. I didn't realize how hot it was, and it got really hot. I was only 45 minutes, and the mower kept quitting on me. About every 10 minutes it'd knock off. But it would crank right back up, and I'd just done a ton of work to this old mower, and I've had this mower for a long time. In fact, it's oh God, I can't even remember the brand of it. But a Tora, self-propelled front wheel drive. So it's easy. You don't have to push or anything. You just follow along behind it. Actually, just replaced the gear drive on the front, a cable. It broke on me, and a couple other things I had to repair. Change the oil in, and I do change the oil in it quite a bit. I tried to take care of my machinery and stuff, but I cracked the case that goes over top of it pretty badly moving it up here, and it was just plastic anyway. So I took it off, and that's why it kind of looks like it does. But it runs good, like I said, for some reason, and I think it's just way too hot. It wanted to keep knocking off, so finally I let it go. And I got most of it, as you guys can see, all around these pins here. I mowed a whole big area around where all the pins where I walk every day, basically. Morning and night. I come out at night and shut them in, lock them in. And here, I never showed you this, guys, but this is a chicken tractor that I haven't quite finished yet. It's one of them things that kind of got distracted on some other things. Well, the tractor broke down is what it was, and while I was working on this. But I actually have some young turkeys and guineas in there. We lock them in at night. And then we let them out in the morning, and I just put tin over it, and I can move that thing around. That's going to be, just used to raise up young chicks, for meat birds and stuff like that. And if you guys can see over there, let's see if I can zoom in. There's some young turkeys in the chicken tractor, and there's young turkeys in there with those guys. I think there's 8 total in there. Young turkeys in there, not counting the older breeder ones. But those are all going to be butchered for meat. That's their purpose. We, like I said in the past, we like to eat a lot of turkey. And of course, you guys have seen the other bigger chicken coop thing over there. And then there's the rabbits. That thing is not quite finished, but I do have the rabbits under it. And I'll get to it one of these days, and you can see some of the little chickens here. Those are actually meat birds that I've raised up from chicks that are running loose. They're just not quite old enough to butcher. They're mostly roosters, Rhode Island Reds, and then there's some barred rocks, and there's a few other ones, but they'll all be butchered. But anyway, I want to give you guys a little update on this stuff here, that around the animals and stuff here, because I had let this go too far, and that was one of the things. I was talking to a neighbor a couple of days ago how last year that I spent so much time trying to keep this place clean, trying to keep the grass mowed and keep the weeds down, and keep everything cleaned up, all the grounds, the surrounding area, that I spent a ton of time on it, and it just took way too much time. So this year I haven't done that. I've really let it go. Not too bad. The general area that I have to walk, I keep it cleaned up. Pretty much, I do let it get a little too high. The fields out there, I was just out there today. I've got to get out there and bush hog it down. I did do a little bit of it first part of summer, but I haven't, and it's getting up pretty high. It's getting up over the tractor right now, so I got to get out there and get it done. The garden area, which is over there, I've gone through and chopped it down a little bit one time. I got to get back over there and knock it down again. I just don't want to get out of hand, but I don't want to spend a ton of time on it right now because I'm trying to get this cabin finished up enough to live in it or move into it. But anyway, guys, it's a little after 8 o'clock at night, and I am hot and I am tired. They said the heat index was way over 100 today. I think it was right around 100 degrees, 102 degrees, something. I don't remember exactly what they said. But I am soaking wet. So I need to get in there and get me a shower and then get something to eat and get to bed. So, all right, guys, as usual, if you like the videos, go ahead and subscribe, like, and share. All right, you guys have a great night.